Warning, the following broadcast contains strong opinions, playful antics, and controversial topics causing off-the-rails fun. Chances for being offended are higher than average for sensitive people. Viewer discretion is not advised. Live a little and have some fun.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Coach's Box Call Like We See It podcast. We are so happy to be back. It feels like when we do these every other week shows, it feels like forever. So it's almost like absence makes the heart grow fonder. I don't know how I feel about seeing you guys every week, but I'm glad to be back with the viewers. But no, I'm just kidding. How are you guys all doing tonight?
Hey, we're doing well.
I'm doing great.
Wonderful.
Wow, Jarvis with the positivity.
Dude,
Everybody's
it's homecoming
happy.
week at Hergy. Oh, wait, I got my crystal stuff on. But it's homecoming week at Hergy. And so, you know, they coming off the big win over St. Vincent, first time in like 12 years. So good for kudos to Coach Boss and the Herculean Black Cats. But,
Did Crystal have to change their homecoming? Did something happen? I can't remember. I thought there was like a I thought I saw something that they were having to reschedule to a different week or something like that. Is that true or not true, Jarvis?
It's a great story.
I haven't heard that.
Okay, all right.
Zach.
Well, that's what I thought I read somewhere, that they originally had it and something happened with scheduling with the team they were playing, so they had to
We are playing Duchenne for homecoming, as far as I know.
Okay, there you go. Well, that's all right. That's why.
That's good stuff, Zach. Way to report.
All right.
I like it.
Off the air, I'll clear something up. There is maybe something going on, but
there you go. Thank you.
So,
Here we go. Look at that.
So good. Zach's right again. Good.
No.
It's not about homecoming.
Okay. All right. Maybe it was something
Kevin,
else.
you're the voice of reason. Is Zach right?
On occasion, but not very often.
How about
Are you
in this
kidding
situation?
me? Oh my God.
I don't know. I'll have to wait till after the show to find out if Zach's right or not.
Apparently
Yeah,
so. And
right.
so anybody else who gives a crap, because the rest of us are like, the rest of the viewers are like, I don't even know what they're talking about.
No.
Speculate. Way to go, Zach.
Pius got their first win of the year in a 3-quarter contest on Saturday at Roosevelt. The officials had to end the game in the third quarter because some Roosevelt players got out of hand. It's the story that I've been given.
Well,
Pius was up big, and it officials just like, I've had enough of it. And
you've kind of led into one of our scheduling issues that may be an issue coming up.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah, we have Roosevelt
after
on
hours. Okay.
Well, Zach, just so you know, apparently Sean Erickson believes that you're right more often than Jarvis.
There we go.
There you go.
That's a given.
Erickson. There you go.
That's a given.
Go.
That's a given.
But in certain situations, Zach has had his moments. We're not gonna make the screen enlarge with his head by giving him any compliments.
Right.
Big enough as it is. Zach, what is our topics for today? Let's actually get into the show.
All right. So, the essence of positivity here, we are going to talk about some. I was waiting for Jarvis. Put Jarvis back on the screen. Ready? M-I-Z.
Z-O-U.
I don't on the screen. He's terrible.
I don't
what? I'm trying to do 7 things here. You have never operated this stuff.
Come on, Junior. You got to push the button. It ain't that hard.
The red button to get going. We're live. Are we live? Okay, we are. All right. No, anyway.
Hang on.
Hey, some really good things coming out of Como. Mizzou is undefeated so far on the season. They're slowly working their way up the rankings, starting for some strange reason.
No respect.
Rodney Dangerfield over there, somehow starting outside of the 25 and then creeping into the 25, and now working their way up to the top 20. So, fellas, I want to open it up to you guys. Mizzou, are they where they should be? Are they outplaying what we thought that they were going to do? What are your thoughts? I mean, I think it's been a great start to the season so far. So open it up to you guys.
I'll let you guys go
first. I'll start first. I think they've been better than what I thought they were going to be. But I think part of that is their quarterback play has been tremendous, and their running back play has been even better. But defensively, they've still been pretty good. Outside of the secondary, I think that there's some issues there. But yeah, I've been impressed with how Drink has managed games. I think he's grown in that facet over the last few years. I'm interested to see once we get to the second half of the schedule, where you've got Bama, you've got
about 4 or 5 ranked games in a row.
Yeah. Yep.
Bama, Auburn, Vandy, A&M, Oklahoma. Yeah.
I still think all of them are very winnable games for Mizzou, because I think that they're playing at a level that they are very winnable games for them. I don't want to get Mizzou'd. I want to make sure I see it.
Right.
Fair.
Jarvis, what do you think, man? What are you seeing and what are you hearing? Because Dylan's up there and living life. So I mean,
he is living the dream right now up there. I mean, couldn't if you look at, I know I know we're talking football. If you look at the draft class and the people that the Gates is bringing in on basketball, and then you have this great season so far with football, things up at Mizzou. I'm just going to rattle some numbers off. I mean, anyone would love this. 84 of 116 for 962 yards, 72.4% completion rate, at 8.3 yards average, 50-yard for his longest, 8 TDs to 2 interceptions. He's only been sacked 8 times. The quarterback has been playing pretty well. I didn't have to ask a lot of them this last week. He didn't really have to do a whole lot, because you have what I would arguably say maybe the best 1-2 punch in the backfield of any college in the country, with Ahmad Hardy and Jamal Roberts right now. You got Ahmad Hardy, who's got 79 carries for 600 yards at 7.6 yard clip.
That thing with Hardy is leading the SEC in rushing by almost 300 yards to the second best player.
And not only that, you have Jamal Roberts, who's got 42 carries for almost 300 yards. He's got 298 yards. He's averaging 7.1 a carry. Each one, Hardy's got a 71-yard run. Roberts has got a 63-yard run. I mean, that run he had this week where his back was turned, he's leading against defenders, he should have been tackled more than once, spins, goes, scores, he's carrying people, he's the after contact yards that this guy gets. He's the real deal, man. I mean, he's a load, and he makes it easy, and it helps. Our offensive line has played really well.
Well, and that's the thing. You had a guy that goes first round last year in the draft. You've got another guy that's looking like he might be another first rounder this upcoming.
And they
draft.
did it without Caden Green at left tackle this week, who didn't play. Who's one of those high draft picks out of this offensive line that you've talked about.
And the line's played, I mean, pretty decent. The worst part of the team, and we all know it, everyone here knows it, everyone that's watched them play, they got to get it figured out. And Drink said it in the after game press conference. We have to figure out what's going on in the secondary. I mean, he admits it. He says it. The receiving core, Coleman was a great pickup. The receiving core, they really spread the ball around there. They just have weapons upon weapons. I mean, you got Coleman, Johnson, Norfleet, Manning, the freshman and that Donovan, I can't say his last name, Agu Bode or whatever. I mean, they just have weapons. And no, nationally, I don't think they get the respect they deserve. You know, South Carolina, it's a shame they got beat so bad by Vanderbilt the week before, because if they don't get beat by Vanderbilt like that, that would have been a bigger win this past week. And that Mizzou didn't blow the doors off them like they were predicted to by a lot of people, kind of hurt Mizzou. But still, that's a big win. It's still hard to win the SEC. Any given Saturday, you just never know what's going to happen.
I think what I see is this year's team is what we thought last year's team was going to be. I think that with the QB play now is kind of what we were hoping for with Cook in his senior or in his last year, last season. But whether it was injuries, whether it was being a little gun shy, he just, we had commented game after game, he just didn't seem right. I think what you've got now is what we were hoping to see last year. And then you couple that, like you said, with the running game. I mean, this is like Schrader, and if not, it's even better than what Schrader was doing, 2 seasons ago when Mizzou was clicking on all cylinders.
And the thing you got to like
Schrader
about
did it by himself. They've got 2 guys.
That's what I was going to say. You got 2 guys. It always it's always funny. Dylan always goes, man, I tackled 2 of the best guys on the team, and Jamal, because he played against Roberts and Coleman because they both played for St. Mary's.
Yeah.
And he did tackle both of them in a game. So it's always funny. But that running back punch is pretty salty. And I didn't even say nothing about the linebacker play on the defense.
Well, I was going to say D-line too. The front seven.
Our D-line's tough. Our front seven is pretty electric. The guy we got from Georgia or whatever, all them guys.
Yeah. Here's the thing that I thought was probably the most impressive thing. South Carolina, I thought the Sellers kid's being talked about as someone that could potentially be the number 1 pick because he's a redshirt sophomore. He displayed all the tools, I thought, playing the game, running for his life, still making plays down the field, 300 yards passing. But
that
what killed him
pass was beautiful. He put it on the money.
Was -9 yards rushing as a team. You don't see that from an SEC team unless it was Vanderbilt playing Bama during the Saban golden age. That's the kind of dominate, and you don't see that a lot anyway. That's SEC football is not negative yards rushing.
Grown man football, right?
If Sellers doesn't leave that game against Vandy with a concussion, it's not a Vandy blowout.
Right. And Sellers is, guys, he's pretty good. I was very impressed. I'm thinking, okay, it's 4th and forever. Oh, okay, hang on, let me get this first down. He played his butt off. But Mizzou has shown me something that I think they've really lacked in the past. And it goes against a lot of the, how everybody plays football nowadays. They are kind of a throwback team as far as we're going to control the game by running the ball. The thing is sometimes they do such a good job running the ball that they give it back too soon, and I think the biggest weakness is the secondary, as you guys alluded to, as we all watch. Now, I do kind of chalk that up to Sellers being pretty good and extending plays and making incredible running one way, throwing across his body, and still making a 40-yard pass on the numbers. I don't care who you are. That's tough to do.
But if you watch that game, he missed a couple guys, and the reason why he missed is because we had heat in his face.
Yes.
And our credit to our D-line and our front guys for getting their hands up and getting heat on him. He had one guy wide open. Our coverage completely was busted, and one of our DNs just got there at the last second and got a hand up, and it flustered him enough that he just couldn't hit him. And credit to our D-line. They played great. And, this next stretch is really going to tell us what we have. Are we a pretender or a contender is really going to come after this homecoming game.
I think this year has been a lot about what Drink has been able to do.
Mm-hmm.
The four major pickup in the portals. He got the D lineman from Georgia. He got Perbula. He got Coleman and Trotter from West Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
Trotter's
good.
Man, he's tough.
He went and Hardy. That's 5. He got 5 people out of the.
I was about to say, Zach,
about him.
you've got a guy who's in the running right now for the Heisman.
Yeah,
Hardy's just running all over the place. He looks great, and as Zach alluded to, he's ahead of everybody else in the SEC by a long shot.
It's not going to matter.
You can make an argument.
Plays for Mizzou. I mean, we could win. We could go 11-1, and that dude could have out the yin-yang stats, and he's not going to win the Heisman.
I don't like your negativity. I don't like your negativity. No.
I'm being negative about the freaking national media.
I don't care.
The national media.
Paul Feinbaum will be all for Mizzou if they can continue winning and Hardy continues to get the
national media.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Well, what I'm saying about that is those five portal pickups are in the top 10 of all portal pickups this year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. In terms of making a statement, and I mean, you look at North Carolina where they got 70 different dudes. Colorado, they're just they're doing the exact same thing that they've done the last few years, where they just bring in guys and they're trying to. I don't know. It's like I get it. I mean, you're trying to get a bunch of guys, throw it up against the wall, see what sticks, but. You said this, Kevin, where you're saying, hey, Drink goes out, finds what they need to do, evaluates the talent he has, and then picks up some other pieces. I know we said we weren't going to talk about a team that's about 30 miles north of us, but it sounds like maybe they might need to call Drink and get some pointers for this upcoming off season that they're about ready to be on, because maybe if they can, draft and develop a little bit and maybe add some pieces to their puzzle, they may not, be sub 500 and miss the playoffs X amount of years in a row. But anyway,
I think you're right. I think that's one thing that is pretty unique about this Missouri team is it's not like we went out and got 20 guys. All right. We pick and pull 5 or 6 to add to the guys that have been there. And I think you got to have a good mix of, you got to get guys, you got to get portal guys, but you can't just do it's really done Colorado well, right? No, it's not. You can't. It's hard to get that many people to mesh in 1 year
to know what you want to do and know the playbook. Yeah, culture, all that. So Mizzou's got UMass at home this Saturday. Okay, and I think they're like a 500 point favorite to win, right? But then you said they go into the stretch of Bama, who's ranked 17th. Then you've got Auburn,
week before Bama.
Okay. Bama,
week before Bama,
and then Auburn, who just slipped out of the top 25 because their debacle with Oklahoma.
Well, they should have won that game,
right?
They won that game,
right? Then you got Vandy. I mean, you look at the Auburn game; they're talking about that might be a flex game. You got Vanderbilt, could be a flex game. Then you got A&M, who's a top 10 right now. That could be a flex game. I mean. And then you have Oklahoma a few weeks after that. Mississippi State's 4-0. I mean, kudos to that coach. You talk about turning a program around, and then finishing up with Arkansas. I don't know if that coach is going to be there by the time the last game of the season rolls around. But
that was a fun game to watch this weekend.
Yeah,
that Oklahoma game. Oklahoma's may not have their quarterback back in time.
Well, you say
he had surgery this week.
Yeah, he's out 4 to 5 weeks, something like that.
Well, here's the problem. Here's the problem too. I mean, Oklahoma, if they continue playing well, they're obviously. I mean, them and Mizzou collision course. They got 10 sacks in the game. I mean, that's hard to get. Okay, just want to throw it out there, especially. I mean, unless you're playing the
easy
school
mode,
of blind and armless or something, maybe
easy mode on NCAA.
Yeah, easy mode where they don't block at all, like Olay or the longest yard.
Auburn did a bunch of position changes and moved tight ends to the O line.
They looked like they moved the punter to the O line, and it just Yeah, it was bad. And especially for their former quarterback in Oklahoma. It's like, hey, buddy, how's this turf? But, that'll be an interesting matchup, I think. Here, I do think, and Jason, you were a lineman. Is it easier to pass block or run block? Waiting. He likes to think about it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking about
processor.
Because in high school,
Takes a long time.
No, in high school, I mean,
extended time. That's his modification. Extended time to answer questions.
Looking like a true special ed teacher.
Go ahead and say something because hey, you can't say it. That's legal. That's true. Sorry.
I would think it's much easier to run block.
Any person I've ever talked to who's played the line says it's much easier to run block. And I think given the talent that you see in the SEC, they're built to win because they can run the ball. And I hope they continue it. I hope they, knock on wood, stay injury free. And like Kevin said, you don't get Mizzou'd, buying in, drinking the Kool-Aid right now. Mm-hmm. But I mean, they're a fun team to watch. I've enjoyed watching their games so far. I hope they can keep it going because it'd be kind of cool for us to actually have, I know Zach and Jarvis both probably don't think that we can get a Heisman winner here, but
I think we could. I just think, I go back to look what, and Travis Hunter was the Shohei of NC, college football, but you had Boise State running back last year do what he did, and he didn't win. Okay, now
also Boise State.
It does. You play who you play. The kids don't have any control.
The Mountain West Conference.
I'm not disagreeing with any of that.
Mountain West. It's like being in the Sun Belt, only it's higher elevation.
Well, all I'm saying is that he put up stats to be in the conversation, and you see that now. Maybe being in the SEC, Mizzou gets to a conference championship game. Maybe that I don't know, takes him over the mark there.
How many yards do you think he has to have? I mean, what's he got to have?
$2,000.
Yeah,
that's he's got a boatload of touchdowns already. And like you said, I mean, no. Then he better have how many receiving yards?
Okay, Zach.
He's only got 6 TDs.
Only.
Yeah.
So how about
4 games? I mean,
and he splits time. Let's throw that out there too. So. Zach, we're talking about Ashton Genty at Boise State, who's a great player.
Yeah.
Let's talk about comparison. So, Air Force, let's see, they're like Vanderbilt, all right? So they suck. But Vanderbilt's actually better.
Right this year.
Yeah, that's definitely a comparison across the board. You have Hawaii in the Mountain West, Nevada, San Jose State, Colorado State, Wyoming, San Diego State. You notice none of these schools are any good.
Hey, NFL teams didn't matter because where did he get drafted?
Gosh.
Where did he get drafted?
He's a good player, but he's running. Okay, so he's playing against like everybody's JV players.
We're not talking about where he got drafted. We're talking about Heisman.
No, yeah, that's great. You got a good offensive line. You're a good player, real good player, playing in the Mountain West Conference. The Mountain West Conference, Zach. Yeah. You should have good stats.
Okay.
Is that like Is that like playing in the quad?
Quad County Conference?
Never mind.
Well, okay, so
I don't know. Is it like having an independent schedule? I mean, you tell me.
Oh yeah, our independent schedule's real weak.
Okay, so Zach,
yes,
you're saying that a good player in the Quad County Conference. Or a good player in the
Metro Catholic?
No, I don't even want to say the Metro Catholic. I want to use the one out of Springfield that Nixa and all them are in. And you're going to tell me if you're playing Nixa, Willard, Republic, and Kickapoo,
Webb City.
Webb City, they're okay. Right. That's very comparable.
Are you going to give
Cuba?
Let me flip it. Are you going to give
R7?
Listen, are you going to give a running back from that conference that has 600 yards, the Heisman, over a guy that has, I don't know, whatever Jonty had last year? So I'm assuming
he had 2,000 yards.
Okay, are you going to give that dude? Are you going to give the dude from Webb City again? I know we said we didn't want to talk high school stuff, but are you going to give that kid that's got 600 yards?
Webb City.
Are you giving him the Heisman? He's not even in consideration.
If
This guy finished
it came
number
down
2
to a guy
in the
who ran
Heisman
all
vote.
over the Quad County Conference, or the guy who played in the real competitive, everybody's good. Come on.
Zach's comparison isn't even good for this if you compare it to last year. So if we're looking at Genty versus Hunter, the guy had 600 yards and then 24 interceptions on both. So,
Right.
yes, I'm giving him the Heisman.
Well, yeah, we said because he was the Shohei of college football. I'm talking about this year. We're talking this year with Mizzou's running back. That's what I'm saying.
Telling you exactly how this goes
because he's in Las Vegas getting
paid. Right.
Whoever the best running back in the Mountain West Conference is. No, it's not even
Jim Bob Smith from San Jose State. I don't know.
Okay, so you're not going to give Randy Moss at Marshall. God. Wait a second, was he not part of the Heisman discussion?
He wasn't, was he?
He was.
Okay, did he win it?
Of course he didn't. No.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Did he win
Chase
it? No,
Daniels
he didn't.
Won it that year?
No, he didn't win it either.
No, he didn't win it.
Should he have?
Nope.
I mean, it just depends. What you want to think.
Yeah.
All right, so let me go back to this since we're talking conferences. And I asked you this. I asked you this in the group chat, and nobody answered. So it's kind of
there's a reason why. But go ahead.
No, it was a good question. And everybody,
you got like 3.5 minutes to make it go. So.
Zach's question. Of course, it was a good question.
Yeah, exactly. So Eddie, Brian, you guys can answer. Coach, you can answer. How would you rank the SEC teams if you're doing a tier system, right? And then where would Mizzou be? And then if you're making the playoffs, let's just do this since we don't have time. What would you rank the SEC teams if you're doing a tier system? You know, A tier or superior tier down to F tier. And then where is Mizzou falling into that category?
Oh my God, A
so
to
if you
F?
got that, that's like 2 tier. That's like 2 teams per tier.
No, however you want to do it. However you want to tier, you want to go A.
There's 16 teams. You'd have to either have 4 of 4.
You don't have to. It doesn't have to be symmetrical. If you think
it does have to be symmetrical.
No, it doesn't.
That's how tiers work. Otherwise, the water just drains wherever the hell it wants.
Listen, they would do that in soccer, Zach.
That's
so
soccer.
Come on.
I'm not worried about soccer. And
I'm saying you're Kevin. I know nothing about soccer. Is soccer tiered in systems where there's the elite group and then there's not an elite group? It's right below them. And okay.
Yes.
So that's how it is. It's tiered, right?
Yes.
Tiered.
But I'm saying who's the superior?
Here's how Zach
only have one superior
team. 1 A tier team, 13 B tier teams, and then 1
that's
C
why
tier
I'm asking. How would you tier them? That's what I'm asking. You might only have 2 superior teams. You might
at this
have
point,
4.
I'm going to say 7 A tier teams because they're all ranked.
Okay.
And then 9 B tier teams.
And this is why you did. And this is why you didn't answer. Okay, on you guys.
There's how many ranked? 10?
10.
Yeah, there's
out of
10.
16.
So there's 10 A team, 10 A tier, 6 B tier.
Oh my god!
And no, I take that back. It's A2. It's
okay.
10 A1 tier and 6 A2 tier.
Have you not seen these tier systems that people put on?
No, because that's dumb.
I have. It's in Europe where they do it correctly with soccer.
No, like
I know
what's your favorite fast food, and you got the S tier, and you got the A tier.
I don't know about. No, I take it back. I completely rescind everything I said. I
don't know
nothing about what you're saying.
I've seen some of those on. I've seen some of those on YouTube.
Yeah, you know what? That's what I'm saying. How would?
Yes, it's like the Suburban Conference in St. Louis, which makes no sense. It is the worst thing ever. I hate it. I would rather be independent sometimes because it's just dumb. I'd rather be in that situation. Yeah, so here's the question you have to ask, Zach. I'll help you out with this.
Oh my gosh! All right,
what teams in the top tier of the SEC would be the best? Have the best chance to make this college football playoffs because they're the best teams. Then everybody else who would play in a minor bowl, and then everybody else is going to fire their coach. I mean, it literally is 3 tiers. It has to be 3. It won't be symmetrical because the math doesn't work, but there's only a certain amount of teams that are going to make the college football playoffs. Yes, because there's only how many spots?
Right. 12.
How many spots?
12.
In a college football playoff. 12.
And that's if you have to go by rankings, it's simple. You have like LSU, Georgia in the A tier. Who else? A&M's in there as well.
A&M is 9.
Based on ranking.
Oklahoma is 7.
So then Oklahoma would be in there. But without their quarterback, are they still in that tier? That would be my
Texas
question.
FSU is not. FSU didn't make the playoff.
So my
they're not SEC.
To correct, yeah, that's true, Zach. You've learned the conferences. I know you think still super conference on your game. It's not the same.
I know. Okay. We're talking SEC, and then he brings
up Florida State. Like,
how many years ago? Yeah.
Still, they've never been in the SEC.
Mizzou.
I didn't say they were in the SEC. I said oh my! You don't go back and rewatch the show.
You said the
SEC.
Said
if they were, go back.
I'm going to answer Zach's question. I think Mizzou would be in the B tier currently in the SEC.
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
So
I think they'll be in the A tier by the end of the year. My fandom says yes.
Fandom says I hope so.
I look at it like this. I think you'll have LSU, you'll have Georgia, and you'll probably have either Oklahoma or A&M that would be in the running for the playoffs. Somebody's going to get bumped out of there. They really are. There's no shot at all these teams making it. Then you have everybody in between. You have the Ole Miss. You have Mizzou. If Vanderbilt can continue winning and be semi-successful, what happens with Mississippi State? I think they're a pretender. Texas is still in there. I don't think Arch has played that well. Alabama is starting to trend down because, hey, it's not Nick Saban. And then Tennessee. And then you have everybody else. Now, Auburn's 3-1. It's not like they're terrible. They lost to a good Oklahoma's team. But Kentucky sucks. Arkansas sucks. Florida is going to fire their coach. It's just a matter of time. And then South Carolina
will float between the two.
Yeah.
Depending on how Sellers plays.
And Sellers is the only reason why they could even remotely find themselves in it.
I mean, they've got 2 losses. They're going to lose another one.
They're definitely going to lose to somebody else. So that's the bottom group.
Low end of B.
And there's everybody that's in the middle has a shot to bump up. It just depends on if they take care of business and if the teams at the top beat each other up and knock them out of contention for the college football playoffs.
Okay,
that's how it's going to go. There's only 3 or 4 that can make it. That's
okay.
It.
And are you sold on them? That's why I'm asking. Are they you just saying they're A tier, or are you going to go all the way up and say no, they are S tier teams?
I think there's 3 that are probably S tier teams, and that's Georgia, LSU, and A&M.
Okay, so are you all sold on A&M and LSU?
Yeah, I picked LSU to win the national championship.
Well, I mean, LSU,
you guys told me they couldn't beat Clemson in week 1, which they did.
Everybody's beating Clemson. Let's be real here.
I was
not what you guys said before.
Clemson isn't playing very well, so I don't know. That's a feather in their cap.
Yeah,
it's like, hey, congratulations! They suck.
Or is it
to win?
Are you?
All
I
wanted to say is
convinced at Kelly that he's going to win a close game, that his defense is going to hold up, or his offense is going to score? Because the offense has been not great. Again, having that quarterback back that arguably would have been a number 1 pick or close to the first quarterback coming out last year. And so is he hurting his draft stock? Again, are there questions, or are you like, no, like they're the dudes?
To me, they're in.
They're in.
Okay.
Are in the playoffs.
They're in the playoffs. Right. I'm going to say, but that means they're almost locks for the playoff system. And that's going to be LSU. I mean, that's going to be Georgia. LSU, that's going to be A&M.
LSU's really going to have to slip up not to be.
Okay. Now, let me throw this out, just because I think just like our political system, even though we have thousands of political parties dominated by 2, right? What about the Big Ten? Who right now?
All right. We need, before we jump into that, we need to take a commercial break. And when we come back, we will talk about.
Let me think about it. I got to remember who's in the Big Ten.
The Big 16.
Well, they're over here. They're over there.
The Big 16, also known as the Big 10. That nobody can even tell you who's in it because it's really weird.
I thought they were in the 30s by now.
I mean, they could be. If it was Zach Super Conference, they would be.
20.
We come back. We'll talk about more college football because why not? It's the Coach's Box. We'll be right back.
I'm the guy sitting next to your girl on the kiss cam.
And this game just got a lot more interesting.
Sheila? Mom?
Fire!
And if you don't have the right home coverage, you might have to kiss your savings goodbye. Let's go, beat it. So get Allstate, save money, and be better protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
Bro! Mayhem is everywhere. Are you in good hands?
It's Between Takes with Daikin and Dave Mars.
Good. All right, next set up.
Hey, Dave, we got another question about energy savings. And this is a good one.
Yeah, efficiency is so important.
Didn't you just talk with Daikin about this?
They said energy efficiency is the key to a happy marriage. She gets the temperature, I get the savings.
Good to know. I'll tell them to check with their local Daikin dealer.
All right, back to one.
Give Home by SMCI a call today at 636-337-4444 or email them at service@homebysmci.com. In the hobby of collecting, check out Elite Collectibles, open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. They carry a wide variety of sports cards, trading cards, magic cards, Pokemon cards, and other non-sports cards. Need some supplies? They also have sleeves, top loaders, boxes, and much, much more. They have online auctions every Tuesday at 6 p.m. and also do bulk grading submissions to SGC and CGC. Check out Elite Collectibles at 1258 Main Street in Imperial, Missouri. You can also view their entire inventory at www.elitecollecting.com.
You need new entertainment. You need full-length content. You need the Real Fresh channel. Hey, I'm Health Fresh from the Real Fresh channel. Subscribe today on YouTube. We have new content. We are a network of podcasters putting out new stuff every single day. Whether you need sports, pro or college, whether you need comedies, whether you need pop culture, whether you need wrestling, we've got so much content on there. Gaming, check it out. Live, not live, we've got it all. The Real Fresh channel. Subscribe today.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Coach's Box Call Like We See It podcast. I don't even know what episode it is. I think it's 245.
Big one.
But,
245.
Yeah, I know, right? And if you like our show, don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Feel free to comment. We might read them on the air, so make sure they are somewhat family friendly. But if they aren't, it's okay. It's your right. It's your freedom of speech. Just can't guarantee that somewhere where you work won't like it if they read it. So keep that in mind as you exercise your First Amendment rights. Either way, we're here. We're going to utilize our First Amendment rights, and we're going to continue our conversation about college football because Zach put out this tiering system that's very similar to what soccer does in Europe. And even me, who knows nothing about soccer, doesn't really want to know anything about soccer, knows that that's how it's done, and Zach has no idea, but he wants to try to put this in college football for some reason. Yeah,
just trying to get you guys to
get it,
huh? Jay, you know what,
Zach, you'll get it.
Well,
FIFA.
at some point, just trying to get you guys to critically think. You know, I mean, sometimes you got to use.
That doesn't take much. Come on, you're setting the bar awfully high for us here. Come on, be real.
No, but anyway, I wanted to talk about not only the SEC but comparing the Big Ten, because I think there are striking similarities between the two conferences. And we always say SEC kind of wins out if you're comparing the two. I'm asking and I'm curious, how do you guys tier the Big Ten? And then are you still in that same vein of, no, SEC is completely head and shoulders above the Big Ten?
the difference between the Big Ten and the SEC is, while we were talking, there was probably 4 teams that we had in that lowest tier, but you said there was probably 4 or 5 Big Ten teams: Minnesota, Northwestern, Michigan State, some of them, just to name a couple, that are in a tier below that lower SEC tier.
You think?
Yeah, I'll give you the. That guy in Minnesota can row the boat as much as he wants, but he's rowing it upstream into a waterfall. He's going to end up. It's not going to work. But there's only 3 teams in the Big Ten that are in that top tier, and that's Oregon, Ohio State, and Penn State. That's it.
Indiana is trending.
I was going to say, what, a 50-point blowout? They just whooped a top 10 opponent that was also in the Big Ten.
Is Illinois
50
plus?
Is Illinois really?
They were at the time.
Oh, Notre Dame is still ranked.
Mean something to you?
Notre Dame is 1-2, and they're ranked in the top 25. Look, Mississippi State has a better record than they do. Why aren't they ranked? Why not just make UCLA ranked? They're 0-3, just fired Deshaun.
Where did you start, though? That's the issue.
I don't
Mississippi State
care.
started probably out at like 123 or something.
Whatever.
Out of 122 schools.
Doesn't matter. Clemson was ranked in the top 5.
Okay.
They're not ranked. They're 1-3. Come on. These rankings are crazy anyway. Illinois is a pretender. They're in that second bubble. They're probably even closer to the bottom. No. You can't get almost 60 spotted by a team in your conference and think that, we're good. Shut up. By the way, if anybody
is in that middle tier in the Big Ten than there are in the SEC.
I agree. But there's also more teams too.
If we had Jim here, he would probably shed some light on this Big Ten stuff.
It didn't take much. You just have to open your eyes and you can see it.
Jim's Ohio State team is definitely in that top tier.
Yes.
And there's no question about it.
Number 1 in the country too, since rankings matter.
Right.
And Penn State and Oregon.
Yep.
No issues with any of those.
And then after that, no.
Nobody else.
The next closest one might be Indiana, but they're still in the B. Nebraska might be in the B.
Indiana made Illinois look like a junior high rec team.
That looked like some of those Grandview Cardinal Ritter games.
Maplewood games. Back
I mean, I feel bad for our kids. It's like, really? They got to do that?
Yeah.
But the only problem is some of those kids from Illinois are getting paid to be there, and they sucked. So I was okay with it because, again, as I was about to say, I don't like any state team that borders my home state. I don't like any of them. Nebraska, Iowa, Illinois, none of them. Kansas especially.
And
no.
How do they all get ranked ahead of us?
Oh, it's because they're a flyover state. Whatever.
Because they started earlier. They started higher earlier by Zach's terminology.
That's where here's what I don't get. I don't get how
Bielema put them higher.
Right? I don't understand how Vandy leapfrogged Mizzou in the rankings. I don't that one. I just
because they've been an SEC school for a lot longer than Mizzou has. Am I wrong here? I mean, come on.
I mean, for your statement, no, but how they I don't know how they did that. But anyway, I was just curious. So I'm going to say this. I look at Penn State and LSU in the same vein? Okay, you guys give them that they're in that tier. Because I live in Missouri, I'm going to say show me. Neither one has won. Kelly hasn't done anything at LSU. Franklin hasn't done too much at Penn State. You got to win something first to be in that tier. That's why.
They also said that about Ryan Day.
I thought we were just talking about Ryan this Day. Year. You put it about this year.
They haven't won anything. I mean,
nobody's won anything this year.
Nobody. You're talking about track records of their coaches for the last however long.
In the program.
We're talking about right now. At this moment,
last 5 weeks.
That's why I said your opinion, my opinion.
Giving you my opinion. You
that's
don't
great.
Like it.
No, I'm not disagreeing. I'm simply saying my opinion. I say that you got to show me first. I don't put I put Ohio State and Georgia in the S tier. I don't put anybody else in the S tier.
I don't know what this S tier and other crap
is.
think it means superior.
I'm sorry. I deal with RTI. Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3.
You still on the red, yellow, green? Is that what
No, I just use the numbers.
It's where Zach puts his Raising Cane's chicken tenders in the S tier.
Nope.
He's a McDonald's chicken tender guy. That's Zach. Zach's like Mickey D.
Like we're all supposed to know what that is.
That's what I just said.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Okay. Top tier, middle tier, bottom tier for everybody who doesn't understand this letter system that you have. And I see like computer blue.
You guys, this was
computer
the thing.
Blue.
This was the thing in rankings and stuff. I figured you knew that. That happens when you assume.
I know. So I think Ohio State, Penn State, Oregon, and that's it. Indiana, USC, who's 4-0. They don't play anybody either. Again, there's 18 teams in the Big Ten.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, we all have to change our conference names. It's ridiculous. The Big 10 plus 8. I don't know. Make a Roman numeral or something. Make it cool. If you're going to keep adding these schools, do something. At least the Big 8 became the Big 12, and the Pac-10 became the Pac-12. But then everybody got more schools than that. And they're like, yeah, we're not going to do this again. Costs too much to change the logos, I guess, because God forbid ChatGPT can't make up a damn logo that could work for all this. Anyway, Maryland's 4-0. They don't play anybody. I'm just going through here, guys, real quick, and I'm done, and you guys can have it. But Maryland doesn't play anybody. They're going to get rolled by the rest of the opponents that actually worth a crap. Iowa, they're not. No, come on. They're 3-1. They suck. Idiots out wandering around. That's what Iowa stands for, by the way. There you go, Sean. There's a good one for you. And Michigan, they're in that bubble. They're in that middle of the road. They might have a shot outside if they can pull off a couple big upsets. I don't see it happening. I know Jim would love to hear that too. And the rest of them, they're all in the bottom. I've watched Purdue play 2 games just to see if Branch would play, and their quarterback play and their offensive line suck. So they have no shot. Nebraska, they're a pretender. Rutgers is a pretender. All of them. Done.
The SEC has 3 tiers. The Big Ten has 4. In that bottom tier, the D tier, bottom tier, it's going to be Wisconsin, Rutgers, Purdue, Northwestern, Michigan State, UCLA, 6 in that D tier.
Mm-hmm.
And then going up, you're probably looking at Washington, Minnesota. Minnesota, I think, is also in that D tier, to be honest with you, because they haven't played anybody. In that B tier, it's going to be Michigan, Maryland, Iowa, Indiana, USC. And then beyond that, it's the 3, and who gives a crap about the rest of them?
I'm serious. It is a. This is why I don't understand the big conference thing, because what are you proving by being in a big conference where your non-conference schools you play literally nobody, and then you go play your conference schools and you just get absolutely owned? It makes no sense. It's not even relevant to be in that conference. I almost would say that they should absorb another conference and you just get demoted and use promotion relegation in that sense, because there's no sense in these guys. You can't even put them in the same league. It's ridiculous. It's stupid.
It should be a match. It should be the Big Ten as the A League with the MAC as the B League in that northern area. Then you have the SEC in the Sun Belt. And then you have, I don't know, whatever the Pac-12 turns into, plus the Mountain West. Actually, that's already a conference. That's a B conference anyway. They should go with the Big 12.
There you go.
So,
there you go.
There, we've just set it up. Zach, put it in your video game and make it happen and see what happens.
It's already there.
It's already
there.
Superior.
No, I'm talking about promotion relegation with this A and B level.
No, Zach does this anyway. He goes through it as a suck. He's like, nah, I'm dropping you down. I wrote it down. Look at my notebook right here. I got to check it. Hang on 1 second. No, they're terrible. We're going to go ahead and move the Chanticleers up. They get to play the SEC now.
Okay, Trump. I don't know. You sound like Trump all of a sudden.
And that's how Zach runs his game. No, you're fired. You're fired. Oh, they're playing great. This is going to be a huge year. Huge year for Coastal Carolina.
They're really great.
They're great. Really great. Did a lot of great things out there.
There you go. So speaking of, they came out with the SEC's conference each year, the opponents that you're going to play each year, the same ones, the three. How about, I think Mizzou's got to play A&M.
Yep.
I think there's two other ones. I don't know.
Oklahoma and Arkansas.
Yep. Do you like that?
Kentucky.
Yeah.
That's a win.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying, though, geographically, I'm looking at, but also it gives you, the Texas A&M thing does give you a chance to recruit Texas, since you might be playing that each year.
But you also get the old Big 12 games too. I mean, that's really what it kind of comes down to. I mean, you get two Big 12 games and you got your border war, because outside of Kentucky and that little however many miles they border, nobody else in the SEC is them in Tennessee. That's like it. Okay.
The one game I would have really liked to see each year is, because it's turned into kind of a little bit of a rivalry, is South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Each year. Yeah. You do the Governor's Cup or something?
Governor's Cup.
Yeah. Isn't it the Mayor's
Cup?
No.
Mayor's Cup.
The Mayor's Cup.
Something like that.
Cup. Whatever.
The John Mayer Cup. I don't know.
Hey, how about this? Hey, John Mayer.
Don't make it John Mayer, but hey.
Okay. Have you seen where Mizzou is making every opposing coach do their pressers in that little closet underneath the
You see what the South Carolina guy said?
I love it. Yes. And you know what I would do? I would continue having them, even when they get the renovations done. You don't get to have a great press conference and all this. No. You get the crap like you used to get when you used to go to the schools and play basketball games, and you get the crappy locker room. Or wait, when we're playing for a district championship at Herky, and we got to sign the cross-country locker room that was like this wide, when there's 4 locker rooms. Us at the time being a conference team and knowing a lot of people at Herky, it's like, okay, we're all buddies. No. You get the crappy locker room.
Hey, that's the one that's got all the state titles in it. I think you ought to have been happy.
The locker room sucks.
Hey, Chris, if you didn't notice, I'm not the head coach there anymore. And
I know.
And the person was in charge.
I didn't say it was your fault, Jason. Okay. You can go back and watch the show for free.
Everything's his fault. You didn't know that?
But think about it like this. Here we go.
What I'm saying was,
I would do that with every single team that came to Mizzou.
Friends with me. That kind of got you in the wrong spot.
It's the Iowa story with the pink lockers and the pink toilets in the visitors' locker room.
Actually,
crank the heat up to 90.
Bruce screwed you over, man.
I know.
Yeah.
That's why I told him.
But
I'm like, really?
I wish they would move that, actually. Put it next to the concession stand in section 230 and make him do his presser there while all the fans are leaving.
I think you should do it next to the restroom. And that way it smells great.
Well, I thought at first when I saw that was bull. I didn't realize that the South Carolina coach was really upset about where the press conference thing was.
Big time in it. He didn't like it.
Well, maybe the press conference room was torn down so they could, they're building. Maybe that's where it was. Who knows?
Hey, I like it though.
Him next year for all I care.
I like all the comments that people who came from South Carolina were visiting Mizzou and they see the renovation. They looks like a high school stadium. It's like, and somebody commented and reposted and quoted looks like a great place for you guys to pick up -9 rushing yards. I mean, you just can't say anything. You just go back and delete your tweets. Okay. You hit send, you own it. Like the dude who said he would eat poop that time. If
that was awesome.
Totally didn't and deleted the tweet, but somebody took a picture of it. It's like, oh no, buddy, you said it, you would do it. Obviously he didn't, but either way, I do think, I mean, I guess it's nice having those games. Like I said, the 2 old Big 12 games, that's fun. Arkansas, Mizzou is always fun, especially when Mizzou wins and Arkansas really sucks, because I like the easy win on that one. I love to see Arkansas lose. I hope they lose so bad they fire their coach. Did I mention I hate every school that borders Mizzou, Missouri? So, I think it's you have to do it because again, your conference is so stinking big. It makes no sense. I don't know. I think it's better than doing the divisions and stuff too, but whatever. We're not going to do the promotion.
I'm going to go down and watch Arkansas and Mizzou in November.
Yeah. You come to my practice again wearing your Arkansas stuff, I'm gonna be pissed. Just so you know, I don't care if it's red or not.
I would say it's red though.
I would rather you be in blue. Okay.
I was throwing that out here on the show because I might miss a practice or two when I'm going down there.
Well, see how it is.
Volunteer coach, you can leave whenever you want.
I know.
Yeah, that's right. I can do what I want.
Exactly.
I can see Miller now. Guys, we're running 10-6 these days. Why? Because Coach Jarvis wore Arkansas crap.
I'm going to start wearing
it. So you were going to run until you puke because he wore that.
Hey, then I will wear it every day because those kids need to run.
We don't have to worry about cutting kids because Jarvis keeps wearing Arkansas crap. They cut themselves.
I wore it
I'm not coming out playing.
And I was trying to wear. I worked at 3 schools that day, so I was trying to be neutral, and I wore Arkansas. I mean, how many teachers or coaches can say they worked at 3 schools in one day? This guy. I worked at Berkey teaching. I went and coached football at Crystal, and then I went and coached basketball at Fox, all in one day.
Oh, hey, at least it's all the same color. You know, it's all
I know.
red.
My shoes are all cool. You know, my shoes will match everything. Now, my hats, I don't have a Fox hat. I mean, I did get a lot of Fox apparel.
There you go.
Chris did give me a lot of Fox stuff, but no hat.
Well,
but
there you go.
You know, basketball coaches, usually wear hats, but
some of them do.
Some of them do.
Some of them do, from what I've heard.
And jeans. It's some do, and jeans.
Hey,
and
but yeah, well,
pants or whatever
let me
it was.
rephrase that. Most basketball coaches don't wear them when they coach, but the last couple of years I've seen that a lot somewhere. I'm not going to name anyone, but I saw it a lot. Saw jeans a lot the last year or so.
Jeans are fine.
That is terrible. Jeans and a hat.
Coach, not a hat, but jeans are fine.
Gotta be comfy, little polo sprinting across gyms.
Like a Bob Huggins type. That's fine.
What'd you say?
I said
you got to be comfortable in jeans so you can sprint across the gym to call timeouts.
Sorry.
Try to get timeouts.
Coaching basketball and jeans is so bad. Wearing a hat, coaching jeans is bad. And jeans, coaching basketball, that is bad.
Well,
Summer league.
Some schools have Jean Day. I don't know what to tell
Summer
you.
league, okay. Come on.
Hey, it was like
Chris had to wear a suit.
I did. No, I had to wear a suit during elementary basketball.
That's what it was.
What?
Yeah.
I've never. Okay, so
story time.
My second year I was coaching, and I was at Ellington. I'll go ahead and throw the school under the bus. It's fine. All those people have moved on since then.
I would say statute limitations.
I've
Especially got Ellington now anyway. But
junior high season is first, which would be going on right now, same as fall sports. Then you have varsity high school basketball, and then the elementary is in the spring. So by the time you get to spring, you're like just toast. I mean, it's long
year-round basketball.
Yeah. Well, we have an elementary season that constitutes, I believe it was 13 games, and you all played all the conference schools, and everybody who is the high school coach, junior high coach, they're all the coaches. So they're all wearing like khaki shorts and, pullover or hoodie or whatever, or whatever. It wasn't like they were just, wearing flip-flops. So I coach our first game in a polo shirt and khaki shorts with tennis shoes, like the other coach, who I believe it was Dusty Dinkins. So it wasn't, I'm like the same as this guy. So our elementary principal, who was new, she was supervising the game. So I get called in the office, and I was doing elementary PE and middle school PE at the time. So she was my direct supervisor. So she calls me in and she's like, "Hey, I think you were very unprofessional the way you were dressed at the game." And I'm like, "What?" And she said, "Well, I think you need to be more dressed up than what you were." And I said, "Well," now you guys see the way I dress when I coach now. When I was married, my ex-wife would always want me to wear a button-up with a tie, and so I I have been dressed up all year, junior high, high school. And now it's like, oh, I'm looking forward to this because I hate dressing up. And I still do, but I really hated it then. So she about gave me a stinking job target for it. Because I was sitting there, I was like, every other coach in our conference dresses like, I don't care. You need to hold yourself to a higher standard, even to those people. The people need to know that you're serious about coaching. Now, you guys understand.
Elementary basketball?
Elementary basketball at Ellington, Missouri. So our next game was at Van Buren. Now, these are those things when I look back, being now a former admin, it's like I should have fired. If I should have fired myself. I showed up at that game in a full-on suit. I mean, to the gills, pocket square. I mean, I was all dressed up. And my wife, when I was doing, ex-wife, she's just like, "You're gonna get in trouble." And I'm like, "What are they gonna do?" Yeah. They told me to dress up. I'm doing what you said to do.
You dress too professional.
Professional.
So I coached the game. I don't even take my suit coat off. Get called in the office.
This is awesome. I would have probably done the same thing.
And it was, I know what you were doing. Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Following your instructions.
You were just trying to show me up. And I said, no, you told me I needed to be more professional. I was trying to be professional. I'm doing everything I could not to just crack a smile because I'm that much of a, an a-hole at the time and needless to say, the parameters were set that a button up and a tie were to be worn at the games for the rest of the year, rest of the season. For elementary, so every time, and all the coaches in the conference knew it too. They're just like, "Look at you, you're looking spiff." I'm just like, you know what? Read between the lines, but yeah, it was like that for the rest. And that particular administrator was there for 1 year and left. I didn't coach elementary basketball the next year because I was like, I don't even want to deal with that crap. Because if the next person they hire is anywhere near this is crazy. So I just had my assistant do it, and I was like, you can take the $1,200. That ain't even worth it. I don't even think it was $1,200. I think it was like $800. No, but yeah, that's what I did. I wore a full-on suit to coaching an elementary basketball game.
I was hoping you were in a tux.
That's what I was thinking.
Orange or blue tux.
That's what I thought he was going to.
Ellington's colors are orange, so I mean, it would have been
top hat and cane.
Cummerbund, yeah, and the frill and the frillies. Oh man,
feathered like whatever. What do you call that?
I can't even think of it. What it is? I'll think of it later. Yes, I know
exactly.
Ruffles.
Yeah, it's like
bow tie. Oh, that would be all. That would have been awesome.
But I'm just, and I've thought about that story so many times. I'm sitting there in my admin classes when I'm like, man, I was an idiot. Why would I do something like that? But I mean, we all make mistakes. Like, why would I do something like that?
Well,
but
well, I that's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, it's a great story now. It's just like, here, guys, let me tell you a story of what not to do. I've got all this great advice to, give. The NBCA does not always want me to do the mentorship because I tell the stories of crap you should not do. Like, oh, hey, here, this is what let me tell you the story and everybody laughs. It's like, yeah, but you probably shouldn't do that. But, yeah. Anyway.
They let you talk at the mentorship?
I have done the mentorship thing. I could have done it this year too. I just didn't do it. Maybe next year I'll do it and I'll tell that story.
Keynote speaker.
7 people they asked first said no.
That's right.
Listen, we're sucking Bob in the barrel over here. You're going to have to do this.
Spell mentorship.
I can't spell that.
It's either Miller or Davis. We've got to figure out which one's going to do this.
Good Lord.
Or Ron Rhodes, and he's going to talk about, he's going to talk
Trash
about
bags.
No,
trash bags.
Can't do that. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We come back. We'll have our third and final segment of the Coach's Box. Hopefully you're watching it. We are, because we're on it. See you in a little bit.
I'm an overpowered leaf blower, and I'm not exactly street legal.
And if you don't have the right auto coverage, this could really blow your budget. So get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
Mayhem is everywhere. Are you in good hands?
It's Between Takes with Daikin and Dave Mars.
Good. All right, next set up.
Hey Dave, we got another question about energy savings. And this is a good one.
Yeah, efficiency is so important.
Didn't you just talk with Daikin about this?
They said energy efficiency is the key to a happy marriage. She gets the temperature, I get the savings.
Good to know. I'll tell them to check with their local Daikin dealer.
All right, back to one.
Give Home by SMCI a call today at 636-337-4444 or email them at service@homebysmci.com. In the hobby of collecting, check out Elite Collectibles, open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. They carry a wide variety of sports cards, trading cards, magic cards, Pokemon cards, and other non-sports cards. Need some supplies? They also have sleeves, top loaders, boxes, and much, much more. They have online auctions every Tuesday at 6 p.m. and also do bulk grading submissions to SGC and CGC. Check out Elite Collectibles at 1258 Main Street in Imperial, Missouri. You can also view their entire inventory at www.elitecollecting.com.
You need new entertainment. You need full-length content. You need the Real Fresh channel. Hey, I'm Health Fresh from the Real Fresh channel. Subscribe today on YouTube. We have new content. We are a network of podcasters putting out new stuff every single day. Whether you need sports, pro or college, whether you need comedies, whether you need pop culture, whether you need wrestling, we've got so much content on there. Gaming, check it out. Live, not live, we've got it all. The Real Fresh channel. Subscribe today.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Coach's Box Call Like We See It podcast. This is like our 245th episode, so glad you guys are here. And if you're watching and it's already happened, because you can go back and watch it, don't forget to like, share, follow, comment. We like it. We might not read them on the air. We might go back and look at them. Either way, we appreciate you guys tuning in, even if it's for a small period of time until you hear something you don't like, or you're like, oh my gosh, that face. Either way, we like it. We love it. Thank you for supporting us. Zach?
Yep.
It is the third and final segment. We usually turn this over to you, and you come up with something. I'm not going to say it's always great,
It's
but
fine.
okay. I was
No,
trying
most of the time it sucks.
Oh man.
Okay. Like, listen, I wasn't trying to pile on you, but
It's fine.
I was trying to
used
give
to it.
like this like a crap sandwich a little bit. But either way,
listen, I can take it. I understand it. Jarvis just has to make himself feel better, so it's fine. I get it.
Zach, you coached with me. You definitely can take abuse any day of the week.
Right. Okay. So I've got some other stuff, but I saw this. I'll ask you guys. So Tim Tebow, Cam Newton, Vince Young.
Did they walk into a bar?
Sure.
Oh, okay.
No, Tim
Tebow wouldn't. Ah.
Start, bench, cut.
College?
Yes.
Oh.
Tebow, Newton, and who?
Vince Young.
I'm going to go start Tebow, bench Young, cut Newton.
Newton's getting cut.
Ooh, really?
Yeah. Vince Young played one of the greatest college football games ever.
That is
true. But Tim Tebow is an SEC god.
That is, yes.
And nobody in my lifetime has played the quarterback position in college football better than Tim Tebow.
Greatest college quarterback of all time.
Tim Tebow's my number one on that.
Yep. And notice, Zach, by the way, notice nobody disagreed on that.
Nobody.
You got to be more polarizing. I'm sorry.
Well, no, I'm talking about, but who would you bench and who would you cut?
I'm benching Young and I'm cutting Newton.
What about you, Jarvis?
Yeah,
same.
Man, I'm
over.
Okay, so what are you doing?
I'm gonna Tebow.
Newton.
No, Tebow. No, I'm going to bench Cam and I'm gonna cut Vince Young.
What's the argument?
Huh?
What's the argument?
Yeah, like justify it.
Because I think Cam Newton was better that 1 year. In my opinion, I thought he was a better QB. I thought he was more dynamic.
Are you high?
No,
come on, Vince Young, much better than Cam Newton. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Those three as pros.
Oh man.
Shoot.
I'm gonna start Cam. I'm gonna bench Tim, and I'm gonna cut Young.
I'm going with that. I'm going with that. I'm good with that one. Me and you agree, Zach.
Okay.
I know.
Hold on. Lambast Kevin. Just go ahead and lambast Kevin. Go ahead.
Kevin's too nice. I like Kevin more.
Why are we going to lambast Kevin on that?
Hey, he could still probably mess with my Wi-Fi. Absolutely not.
Where's the controversy?
He took your stupid
He's Zach freezing all the time. It's because I went over and plugged his Wi-Fi just a little bit at his house.
Here,
go ahead, Jarvis. You contribute something to the show. Go ahead.
My take on that. And I bring viewership, Zach. My take on that last thing about the NFL. I think that if there was a team that would have been willing to have just stuck with Tebow, I think he would have had a better career than what. I mean, I just think he could have been successful in the NFL.
I think he would be in the – I don't know about wins and I don't know about winning, but I think he would have been on the Jalen Hurts level. I think he would have been a dude that everybody rallies around and it gives you a solid performance. Okay, you can tell me if I'm wrong, but I don't think you have to have the best quarterback to win in the NFL. I think you can have a manager.
No, you don't.
Okay. Even though it's the most important position in sports. Isn't that weird?
He wasn't the greatest.
Right? Isn't that weird? It's the most important position in sports, yet you don't have to be the greatest to win.
I mean, it does help. But, the thing about Tebow is what did he do? Did he win a playoff game? Did he show that he could win?
Mm-hmm.
And then it was like, oh, but he's too polarizing and he doesn't look the part and he doesn't play like these other guys, so he's gone.
Mm-hmm. Didn't throw.
It's weird that there's just certain people in certain sports that get labeled, and then that's what happens to their career. I mean,
they just needed a new voice, Jason. That's what it was.
Well, it's just the times. You know what I mean? It's the time. You just don't know. You don't know what's going on culturally in the country.
Picture that's out there still that didn't get convicted of anything, and I mean,
Trevor Bauer.
I mean,
yep, won a Cy Young and can't get back into the majors. Here's the thing about Tebow. How about this? I'll take it a step further. Could Tim Tebow play for the Eagles right now?
He was on the Eagles for a little bit.
No. Yeah. I mean, can he play for this rendition of the Philadelphia Eagles?
Oh, yeah.
The fact that, like, Jalen Hurts barely had 100 yards the game before last against the Chefs, and they just kind of just pounded them into submission. And he just did enough to win. And you know what? They're okay with it. I feel like in that kind of situation where it's about the leadership and, you taking care of the ball and he would have been fine. But this was also during the age where everybody is throwing the ball more than they ever did. It's where Sean Payton's got Drew Brees out there throwing for 5,000 yards every year, and everybody's chucking the ball around, and Tebow's like, I don't need to do that.
He was ahead of the dual threat QB in the NFL level. Had he showed up 5 years later, he's probably still playing.
I'd love to see him play for Dan Campbell and Dan Campbell's mind and things when it comes to some of those trick plays.
Yeah.
Can you imagine
and his willingness to just do things?
Yeah. I mean, he was, again, ultimate team player. I don't think you're not going to find too many people who coach a sport that are going to be like, I don't like Tim Tebow. I mean, I don't like Florida. I didn't want him to win because I hate Florida. Never been a Florida fan. I've never been a Steve Spurrier guy. I liked Florida State before I liked Florida. So I did not like to see them win, and I definitely don't like Urban Meyer. But he did. I mean, he won, and I respect the hell out of that because of how he played and how his leadership style was playing on that team. And I don't think anybody's going to say anything different about it. The fact is, and you're right, if he'd come around a little bit later, we're probably having a different conversation.
He came around after Vic. I mean,
not the same.
Yeah, I just say that's different.
Not the same.
Vic had a cannon for an arm and could throw with some.
Nobody
accuracy.
said Michael Vick needs to change the way he throws the ball. Everybody was trying to get Tebow to change the way he threw the ball.
They should have just left Tebow alone.
They should have just let him play. But
football.
Yeah.
He's
left-handed and he looks weird.
Yeah.
But some people just couldn't say he looks weird, but he wins. Just let him play.
Yep.
I don't know.
Okay, where's your next one, Zach?
All right. Well, so I wanted to talk, or at least bring up, we could talk about what's been going on locally here with some high school sports. So one big one is that was posted the other day. Ethan's buddy, the Dremeyer boy from Festus, so Carson. He's he's been dealing with some things health-wise, but he committed to Iowa State as a cross-country runner, so he's going to be a power four guy, D1 guy. So kudos to him. Hopefully he gets back at it and can go back to back with his senior year for winning the state individually, and Festus, running as well. But I wanted to get your guys' opinions on just high school sports, high school athletics, football, volleyball, this, that, and the other, softball, anything that you guys wanted to kind of discuss, because I think we're seeing some good competitive football, and now that we're going to get into conference play, you start to see some parity.
Crystal got off the snide finally, and we beat Confluence 42-16. Yeah, 42-16. So it's good to get a win. We got a tough one coming up this week. We got Gateway STEM at home. They're 4-0. So that'll be a tough game. But I think if we play well, they haven't played like the greatest competition. So we'll see what happens. But but if our kids decide that, oh gosh, it's Gateway STEM, it could be a blowout. So who knows? Got Festus Hillsboro this week.
It's always a big matchup.
Big matchup.
Festus is rolling, man.
Yeah, Festus is rolling, undefeated. What's Hillsboro's record? I don't even know.
I know they have at least one loss. I know they just beat North County. I think
they're 3-1.
28-6. Yeah, I think they beat them
3-1.
28-6.
It's a fun rivalry.
Yeah.
It's always Festus.
Herky had a big win. Herky had
black and yellow. Well, what?
Yeah. Herky had a big win against St. Vincent.
Yeah,
past week.
Like I said earlier, I think it's been 12 years since they've beat St. Vincent. So kudos to Coach Boss, Coach Hunter, and all the guys there. Got a big win against St. Vincent there. And
hey, we'll give credit to Grandview. I think they're 3-1. I know they've got 3-1. They've got a big senior class, and I think they're rolling. I know no one is taking them for granted. I mean, Chris, you and I, we've been out there. We've seen some of the hard times that they've been through. But I can tell you right now, man, new coach and big senior class, and they're doing some really, really good things. So hopefully they keep it going, except for a couple weeks when, they come to Jefferson. Other than that, they can keep doing it.
Well, bull crap. We play them too. We'll play them too, and they ain't gonna want. I ain't gonna want them to win that game either.
Look at this guy.
There you go.
Well, I'm just saying, I don't want them to win that week either. Yeah. And now if they beat Jefferson, I don't care. Yeah, but they are 3-1. I mean, they beat Bayless, Cuba, and Principia. Now, I mean, those are 3 bad teams, but kudos to them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Kevin, how's everything going over at Pie High?
I know Pius. I think I mentioned that earlier. Pius they got their first win of the year. They went to Roosevelt on Roosevelt's 100th anniversary of football, and got I think a 42-0 win over them there.
And
that was a Saturday noon game.
The rest of their season.
So I haven't heard. We'll talk about that later, but I haven't heard too much about that otherwise. But
well, they did. They canceled the rest of their season. So
oh
wow,
yeah.
Did not know that. So and volleyball wise, our volleyball team's still rolling. Still going to probably be one of the top ranked in Class 4. I think they beat Eureka, who's always really solid. They beat Eureka in 3. They went at the beginning of the year. Our volleyball team went over to St. Joe's and played kind of in a Tournaments of Champions and as a setup for what the Final Four would look like in St. Joe's, because in that new facility at St. Joe's that they're going to play in. And they ended up winning all 5 games over there, I think.
Wow.
So,
pretty neat.
Yeah, the Ratterman kid who's committed to Florida State is rolling.
And I know the junior, is it Sherry?
Kate Sherry. She committed somewhere.
Middle
I can't
Tennessee.
remember where off the top. Middle Tennessee.
Yeah. So they're rolling out. I mean, that's just more Division I athletes for the program. I mean, it seems like it's been 3-4 years now where they're just rolling out 2 or 3 Division I commits. So I think that's with the coaching change as well.
I think the Elena Rubel will probably go Division I in track, I think is what the plan is.
Okay.
So she'll be another Division I athlete that they can just kind of run out there. Mm-hmm. She could play volleyball in college. Really think she wants to run track.
Yeah.
And the javelin, I think, is her main event. So
there's some athletes around here. So I mean, it's going well. Going back to Festus, there were a lot of question marks because of the graduating class last year. They were fun to watch in junior high. I mean, they did not look like 8th graders. They looked like a small Class 2 varsity team when they were junior high kids. So there were a lot of question marks about when that class goes or who's going to fill the void. And man, they have done an excellent job over there. And I'm curious to see how far that they can go. If they can
their quarterback's solid, man. He's 57 of 68 for 825 yards and 12 TDs and 0 interceptions.
Dang.
Is that impressive?
That's pretty impressive, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, 83%. I mean, 57 of 68.
Yeah.
I mean, that's. I mean,
all right. I'm going to blow your mind here with some really look. I've got to throw this out there because I came across this the other day. Well, I'll tell you what. I will stop. You guys can finish up your high school talk. Go ahead. I don't want to. My ADD is kicking in.
Full effect. The extended release did not.
Yeah, it's extended, and I start my day at 5. Shut up.
It extended and it let go already.
Festus also has got a running back in.
Is it Leonte?
Leonte Williams, who's got 59 rushing attempts for 475 yards and 3 TDs. They got 2 receivers over 200 yards already with 12 receptions each, and Jackson Frank, 12 receptions, 216 yards, and 2 TDs. Is that Coach Frank's kid?
It is. He's good dude, man. Yep. It's crazy. And Jarvis, you went through it with your oldest, but it's just crazy seeing and hearing all of these names of the kids that you remember when they were itty bitty, and you grew up with playing, with Ethan playing sports and all that. Now that you're thinking, man, it's less than a year away, and they're going to be out on their own. You know what I mean? They're going to be graduating and full blown adults.
And then David Russell, who has even more yards than Frank, he's got 12 receptions for 288 yards and 4 TDs at 24 yards a clip. So, I mean, Festus they got some weapons. They're putting up some yards on offense. And, I mean, I'm sure they're fun to watch. I haven't got to see them play. I get to talk to Robert Martucci a lot about them, and he's the quarterback's coach, and he's big on Parker. He's got a going bet with us about how he was going to get 6,000 yards in his career, and we all told him he was crazy. And he's well off the mark right now, but kid's putting up some numbers. I mean, 57 of 68, dude. That is, 11, just 11 passes that are incomplete, no interceptions. That's tough. I mean, he's tough, and I got a kick scrolling through Facebook, and Miles. Some of you guys know Miles. He played for Festus back in the day. He was giving all the Hillsboro people some trouble about the Festus Hillsboro matchup, man, and fun to see some people getting riled up about it, and it's always fun. I always love to beat Hillsboro.
This is Festus's year to kind of stick it to Hillsboro.
I hope they do. I hope they put 70 on them. I hope they put.
How do you really feel about it?
I'm gonna straight up tell you, man. I interviewed 4 times out of Hillsboro. They can kiss it, and I hope Festus puts them in the dirt.
That kind of attitude, you get a 5th one.
Wow.
Let me guess. Did you say that in one of the interviews?
I don't want a 5th one, bro.
I think he wore his Letterman's jacket to one of the interviews, the Festus Letterman jacket.
All right, I'm gonna tell you a story about things you don't say in an interview. Okay, I got
things you don't say in an interview.
All right,
story time.
So I got one more here. I'm 23 years old. I'm trying to get my first head coaching job.
Back to his suit wearing days.
Yeah, I was wearing a suit to the interview. I had been an assistant coach at Portageville for Coach Bidewell. I was the head JV coach. I've got an interview at Twin Rivers High School for their head coaching job. And I'm sitting there with the principal, Jerry Stockton. And rewind a couple years earlier, we were playing Twin Rivers and Portageville had some great games. They had a kid named Michael Lance who played at Three Rivers, and I think he played Arkansas State. He was really good. Twin Rivers won 20 games, and they were like the 6th seed in our district. That's how good. And then they not 20 games against a bunch of cupcakes. These were legit 20 games. Everybody was good in that district. So we're playing them. We've already beat them one time.
Like the Big Ten, like
not the Mountain West. So we're playing the second time. We're hosting the district. This is in the semifinals. The winner's going to play Caruthersville for the district championship.
That'd be tough.
At the end of regulation, it's tied. We had just hit a bucket to go in to tie the game. This point guard gets the ball 3/4 court, catches it, buzzer goes off as he throws it, banks it in for Twin Rivers. No good. Now, it was close. It wasn't as close as the one with Herky and when we were Herky and Steelville Pius, because the ball was in the kid's hands. And of course we don't have like great video back then when we watched it. So it doesn't count, and they're all throwing a fit, and everybody's hooting and hollering because they, from Twin Rivers doesn't think it's. We end up beating them in overtime. We win the district. So I'm sitting in the interview, and great interview. Thought it went great. And it was like, all right, I got one more question for you. So you worked for Coach Bidewell, Portageville. Yes, sir. Did the shot count? So Jerry Stockton's son was the kid who threw it. And I looked at him without missing a beat. No, sir, it sure didn't. And I didn't get the job. So when someone asks you something like that, yeah, go ahead. Just go ahead. Swallow your pride. Don't be that guy. I was that guy.
I was that guy.
What are you
I've
lie?
also I've got one off the
lie?
air. Well, probably should have. I probably would have got the job.
Yeah, but what?
I know.
Or you just keep the same job for
ethically-
your entire career and you never have to interview anywhere else again.
I mean, sorry,
I
we
thought
can't
I
all be
had
like
one
you,
of those.
Kevin.
That didn't happen. So,
Jeez. Which I have to do. I should have tried to get a tech job and then knew everything about the Wi-Fi and know where all the dead bodies are apparently out there.
Right.
And I
Nope,
never can.
you just gotta,
Hey,
you just got to know the one admin password.
That's true.
Kevin
And then threaten to
is
change
awesome.
it if they fire you.
All right.
Because
So
I
really,
got to turn my own
speaking of
email
Kevin-
off. I'm changing the admin password.
Hey, Kevin, I thought of you today as I'm watching ESPN or part of the interruption. So Sister Jean, I think it's from Loyola.
Yeah.
Yep.
Retired, right? Retired at 106. And I thought of you
Yeah.
because I'm like, well, I mean, she had to go to 106 because she had to work the whole time because of retirement.
All we get is the afterlife, and there's no money attached to that.
all right. Oh,
wow.
Thankfully, my wife's a public school teacher, and I can live for retirement.
There you go.
She just had to work a lot longer. Dude, you can retire at 30, make it 38. We need the extra month. Hey, so real quick, and then we gotta get off here.
We don't have to pay for the girls' education, so they're getting their high school for free.
There you
All
go.
right, so
Hey, you know that you get your high school for free
every
at
other
Denny's public school.
You throw
but is it free? Is it? All right. So last thing, and I'm been out of the loop with a lot of sports except for a few things. But real quick, the WNBA playoffs. How in the hell are the Fever even in this? They are the series is tied 1-1. They have like pulled people off of the street because they're all banged up. Their best team is hurt. Like they're like the Dodgers. Like all of their best players are hurt. They took a team photo of all of their injured list players, and that team could beat the team that's out on the court. But somehow, despite all of the WNBA's, secrets, beat up on the Fever and their whole team, they're in the hunt. The series is tied 1-1. Again, they shouldn't even be in this game, in this whole thing. I don't know how they made the playoffs anyway, but they're.
Hold on a second.
Go ahead.
If nobody watches the playoffs, are they really happening?
They really happen?
There you go. But wait,
Yeah.
no. Everybody's watching WNBA, I told you guys.
Guys, again, after all the stuff that has happened, Clark getting the hell beat out of her, Cunningham getting beat up, and all this has happened to the Fever. They're right there. I believe it's a best of 3 in the WNBA playoffs. All they have to do is win a game. They're playing in the finals.
Okay, so they're in the conference
semifinals. Yeah,
Okay.
they're playing in the semifinals.
There you go.
They don't have. I don't think they have conferences.
Okay, they're
It's
in
a
the
best
final
of-
four.
I
then?
believe it's a best of 3. I believe.
Hey,
Yeah.
And nobody's watching, right?
Well, I mean, they're getting ESPN 2 games.
Hold on. Is Clark playing?
Nope.
Is Sophie playing?
No.
Okay.
But
I'm not
Lexi Hull's
watching.
playing.
See, like I said, you better trade. You
Lexi
better
Hull's
sell
playing.
those. Yeah, you better sell those cards.
Lexi Hull, Jason.
I know who that is.
All right, just throw it out
But
there.
I'm not watching for one.
I gotta have two or more. I'm out. I gotta have 2.
my
Gotta have 2.
Yep, sell those
All right.
cards.
On that note, all right, Zach. Good God, sell. Mad money over here.
And
Anyway.
In the mad Grammy.
I hate PD. All right, so thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Coach's Box Call Like We See It podcast. We'll be on in another couple of weeks with a brand new episode. So again, thank you guys for being here, tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, comment, whatever you want to do. And we will see you guys all again. Take care. Good night. God bless.
This episode of the Coach's Box Call Like We See It podcast is brought to you by